Hi guys, it's me, Delicious Delights. Welcome to my channel. Today I want to talk about the newest release from the house of Lancome. This is called Lancome Idole or Idole or Idol. I have no idea how to say it right. But yes, I-D-O-L-E is how you spell it. So before I begin, I'm pretty sure you guys have heard this fragrance has the thinnest, slimmest bottle ever released. I have heard that it's supposed to mimic the feeling of a cell phone, like a slim cell phone, a smartphone in your hand. And I have held it in my hand, and what do I think? I think it's just like it's a cool concept, it's a cool idea, but not very practical. Like when you usually you want your fragrances to like stand up straight and not take up a lot of space. But this one, unless you have a stand, and I'm not sure if it even comes with a stand, you'll have to like lay it down flat, which is, you know, kind of annoying in my opinion, but I guess it was a cool idea to have a bottle that thin. It literally, I don't remember, was it 1.5 centimeters? Like, I don't remember. I did read something about it earlier. I think it's like 1.5 centimeters, 15 millimeters, if I'm not mistaken. So if you guys know more about that, please just let me know in the comments. So I still have this on my skin here, and I have it on a paper here as well. Okay. So Lancome Idole is a very familiar scent for sure. It's very sweet, fruity, and juicy. It does remind me of a few other fragrances actually that I have talked about before on this channel. Marc Jacobs Oh So Sweet, the opening of that, and also the opening of, what's it called? Jimmy Choo Floral. It reminds me of that as well. It's just like almost identical to my nose, which to me smells like a sweet lychee, a juicy lychee smell, like a canned lychee. So I'm not sure if any of you have ever tried that or smelled that, but I've had it many times growing up, and just that smell of opening that can and smelling the juice from the lychee and the lychee itself, very watery, very sweet, fruity, and delicious. And I really do like the opening. The opening of this fragrance is definitely the best part of this fragrance. Yeah. It also reminds me of like a sparkling wine, like a fruity sparkling wine that's like has lychee in it or strawberry or some kind of berry in it. So I think that from the opening, a lot of people will like this. You know, they might even like it so much that they'll like immediately buy it without testing it further. But I would advise against that because things do change a lot in the mid and dry down. So in the mid of this fragrance, about 30 minutes later or so, this fragrance definitely takes a nosedive, like really quickly, into a very sweet and familiar fresh fruit chuli smell. Very familiar, guys. It does remind me a lot of the mid of La Vie est Belle en Rose, which I have reviewed. I can just link everything down in the box down there if you guys want to hear my thoughts on that. But yeah, like that beautiful opening, totally disintegrated into something really on my skin was not good at all. So that's the mid of this fragrance. About an hour later, in the dry down of this fragrance, it actually takes, on me, it takes an even steeper nosedive down into the abyss. It's not as sweet. Well, it is sweet, but not as sweet as it was in the opening and the mid. I'm left with this earthy patchouli kind of smell, or like a patchouli musky smell. Dare I say it, it does remind me a lot of Lady Musk, which is something I talk a lot about on my channel. which to me is just basically a very, very chemical smell, a musky chemical smell that, I don't know, you guys, on my skin, it's just awful on my skin. So yeah, so it's like a chemical patchouli, chemical musk smell, slightly sweet, slightly fruity, no more lychee like that I got in the opening, no more sparkling character, just no more life basically. It just lays on my skin like a dead, flat mess basically. Yeah, I think you know, and like if I'm gonna put it another way, in the dry down, it just reminds me of a very, very generic smelling like body mist or body spray. So I don't know, you guys. Sorry, like I know you guys don't like hearing negative reviews, but I mean, I don't know how else to say it other than honestly, you know, how I really feel about it. I don't think it's the worst smelling fragrance I've ever tried in my life, but I do find this fragrance to be an extreme waste of time basically. A lot of you guys have smelled something very similar to this, or probably own something very similar to it. The bottle thing, you know, the marketing for the bottle, I think is pretty cool, but not very practical. It just looks like it's flimsy and probably would break easily. I don't know, but I don't know. I'm pretty sure there's going to be other people out there that love this whole concept. Or if you're a bottle collector, you want to own like the world's thinnest, slimmest bottle, that's fine too. But for the smell itself, it doesn't work for me. Sorry. I mean, I didn't enjoy this, and that's basically all I have to say. But if you like this fragrance, that's great, you know, like this is just my personal opinion. And yeah, so I am expecting a lot of thumbs down. I wish I had better news for you about this fragrance, but it's just my opinion. I just want to share that with you guys. And for me, basically in a nutshell, this is a very, very top heavy fragrance where you have that beautiful, free, bright, fruity opening. But it really does just die really quickly on my skin, at least. And you're left with a lot of the same kind of thing that a lot of new women's releases are pumping out nowadays. So those were my thoughts on LANCOME IDOLE. What do you guys think of this fragrance? Please let me know in the comments, good or bad. And yeah, that's all I'm gonna say about this perfume. So I hope you guys enjoyed the review anyways, and I will be back with more videos soon. Take care. Bye-bye.